was on the cards. Slower ball again, pace off. That's clever bowling. Just looking back at that Sri Lankan innings, Amir, 18 runs of the last over turned out to be more than handy. But at that time, it was very clear looking at the conditions that Sri Lanka was at least a good 20 runs short. I wouldn't say a winning score, but a challenging score, because the surface is good. We always knew that there was dew that was going to fall.
Yeah, they created a situation for themselves to breach 300 runs, but by losing those important wickets at crucial junctures, hampered their progress. And what they were aiming for could achieve that. And the reason why it happened, Pakistani bowlers, they kept on picking up wickets when the team needed them. And that's why Sri Lanka was restricted to 288.
Little moments in a game, and you spoke about losing wickets. Now, this is the first game we're talking about, even this one. Sri Lanka will... Now, this is the first game we're talking about, even this one. Sri Lanka will definitely regret, because they had their moments. They were at one stage well on the way to overhaul that score.
For me, the moment where they lost the game was when ambidextrous got wickets.
Talk about those moments that I was trying to tell you, that little phase where Sri Lanka lost 3 wickets for 12 runs. So winning little pace off, and that was a critical moment of the game. We'll talk about it more at the halfway stage. Pakistan won.
Pearl 3D Skin Serum. Vitamin C से मिले lighten and brighter skin. Hyaluronic acid hydrates and replants. Vitamin B3 reduce करे dark spots. Golden.
During a break is all Sri Lankan music. Yeah, at Rawalpindi.
We are good hosts.
Oh, huge. Oh, will this be taken? Oh, what an effort, but it's gone over the line. Oh, he made an effort. Has he saved it? He managed to knock it in. That's Kamidu Mendes. Well, he hit it with a lot of power. It's worth taking another look, that effort.
Yeah, the effort from Fahim Ashraf in the last ODI played against Sri Lanka made a huge difference. Pakistan won that game by 6 runs. And that effort from Fahim Ashraf, like I said, made a difference. Let's see this one makes any kind of a difference. Brilliant. Airborne. Airborne. Releases the ball. And now He touches the boundary triangles. But the umpire is going to confirm it from another angle as well.
I think that's a brilliant effort. It's just as to whether he touched those triangles as he gets rid of the ball, or whether he was in contact with the ground. I'm not sure. I think I'll give it to him. I'll give it to the fielder. That's such a brilliant effort. Certainly saved 5 runs. He is an outstanding fielder. I've seen him take some breathtaking catches. That was very nearly one, but he had the presence of mind as he was imbalanced just to push the ball back into the playing arena.
Yeah, he was aware of the surroundings. Not only game awareness, presence of mind from him there. Yeah, only a single. Brilliant effort.
Yes, indeed. It can be a brilliant stop, or an outstanding catch, or a run out. Well bowled. Wanidhu Hasaranga will look to bowl that line and length. It's important to keep an eye on the pace Hasaranga's bowling. The first delivery was in the high 70s, this is in the low 80s. Getting just a bit of grip.
Yeah, he started to land the ball in the right areas in this over. He was off target with the first over he bowled and his second spell.
Been very good. Right, this Super Surf, it cleans like a dream. The premium detergent powder. That's Super Surf for you.
How many cartons are you taking back to Sri Lanka?
I haven't decided, but I'm Surf for you.
How many cartons are you taking back to Sri Lanka?
I haven't decided, but I'm left hand on strike, so watch out for the wrong end. That just went straight through, didn't turn at all, but he'll look to bowl a lot of wrong ends. That's his strength. He's deceived a lot of batters. If you remember, even in the first game, getting rid of Barber with a beautifully disguised wrong end.
Fakhar Zaman is itching for a big one here. He's itching. Fakhar Zaman is itching for a big one here. He's itching.
Well, they're quite content to knock it around with singles. The 150 for Pakistan is up in the 26th over. 150 for 1. Not that it's worrying them at all, but the first one, look at that, just 33 balls. That's when the openers just went after the Sri Lankan bowlers. Lianage is brisk. Interestingly, at the current stage, Sri Lanka 123 for 4. That was their problems. Interestingly, at the current stage, Sri Lanka 123 for 4. That was their problem. Starts and wickets lost. But look at the way Fakhar and Barber are constructing their innings with this partnership.
Yes, so far he has done holding job quite well. Lianage, he's been on the money, hasn't conceded a boundary as yet.
See, if you look at the Sri Lankan bowling, Asita Fernando has been expensive. Pramod Madhushan has spread it around a bit. So Sri Lanka anyway needs a fifth bowler. And I'm just wondering whether the captain's looking for some compensation from Lianage for Asita and Pramod, because they've gone for a little bit. Chamira has just bowled 4 overs. Hasaranga has bowled 5. Asalanka has come in and bowled 5 overs. So quite a few matters for the captain to think and worry about, because he needs to make up a lot of things. Oh, he was looking for the scoop.
He's desperately trying to find a boundary for Zaman. He has tried quite a few things in the last couple of overs. He hasn't gained anything. Yeah, one, as a captain, your frontline bowler, they're not able to. So why not? Ambidextrous. Ask him to flight the ball and buy a wicket for him. There you go. Brilliant fielding. The contact was great. There you go. Brilliant fielding. The contact was great, but the effort from the fielder even greater.
What about the sound? It was flying off the middle of the bat. You're talking about fucker just itching to go after the bowling. Tried a scoop, and this one timed it well, but just could. But he's dropped his pace a few kilometers as well, like that one. So he's bowled what? He's bowled 3 dots to Fakhar Zaman. Hasn't been able to get it away.
Something is going to give.
Last ball of the over. So this has been a quiet over. From a Pakistan point of view, Lienage will want to finish it. Mid-off is. From a Pakistan point of view, Lienage will want to finish it. Mid-off is coming to the circle. Now. Well, he got excited. But that was a little done. 1-5-1 for 1.
Wear your attitude. Darren Sami by Asghar Ali.
See, if you look at the power plays, the last power play has hurt Sri Lanka. 75 and 3 wickets. And Pakistan, on the other hand, have been very good. Just 1 wicket lost in the 2 power plays so far.
And guess what? Required rate is 6 per over from here on. Now, without taking a wicket, Sri Lankan bowlers have achieved this. Not bad. Again, jumps out of the crease. Fakhar Zaman not finding the length he favours.
He is really trying something, I'll tell you. He's getting frustrated. Let's see whether this will be the wrong one. And gets an under edge, and he gets another single. But I think he's getting frustrated because he's not really been able to take the bowling on the aggressive route. He's found the fielders, or either got hit on the pads, got beaten off the pitch.
He's getting the pitch to respond to his bowling, Hasaranga. The problem is both these batters, they are well set, sighting the ball big. They'll be able to negotiate that deviation is getting off the surface. Showing respect, Babar Azam, the right way to go.
Well, they can afford that. That will be the plan to play Hasaranga. They'll try not to give him wickets because they've got enough runs at the other end. They know that Hasaranga is the threat. They'll play him like that. Unless they get opportunities like that where they can knock it around. 28 done, 154 for 1.
Quiet period for Pakistan, but things are really in control. These two have put 77 and they can take their time. They have taken good time, 112 deliveries between these two, the partnership of 77, but because Pakistan only need less than run a ball to win this game, they don't have to take any risk. Jamira. He's hit a couple of good shots, but straight to the fielder. Aruj Mumtaz have joined me. Hello, Aruj.
Hello, Wakar. Lost track of time. 30 balls since the last boundary. Pakistan requiring just over a run a ball. Like you said, Wakar, partnerships holds the key here. 77 of 113. He's called for 2. They will have to settle for 1. Fielding of South Africa, barring those 2 drop chances, which they are paying a price for, so far has been very good.
Pakhar was dropped when he was on 20 and then was dropped again when he was on what, 28. So since then he's in control. He's got no issues. He's playing smartly, not taking unnecessary risks.
Once again, straight to the fielder. That's a few times that has happened. The ball is pinged off his bat. But Wakar, you talk about the way his innings has been constructed, and he's obviously got those 2 chances. His first 30 balls, Fakhar was going at 93 strike rate with 28 runs of the first 30. The next 51 balls he's faced, the runs have completely dried up. Next 51 balls, only 30 runs. Once you get in, you want to keep going with the rate. And he's found it difficult to score. That'll help. Will certainly help. First boundary in 33 deliveries.
He tried playing this shot earlier also, but this time he found a better opportunity because the ball was short, had really more time to sort of scoop it up, fine leg up in the circle. This was always going for a boundary. Actually, it's been gifted. It was when you have fine leg up in the circle, this delivery becomes so easy, and especially to a man who's batting a 62.
Similar result, similar deliveries. Probably not the best of 2 deliveries, especially like you said with fine up from Chamira. But for Pakhar, 2 boundaries back to back.
Sri Lanka getting frustrated now. They're just looking to all the deliveries which have got no meaning. This one landed just inside the rope, so this will be called 4. But you know, 2 balls, 2 short balls to a man who's well set, and the field position is still the final leg up in the circle twice. You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, I don't understand if that is going to be the line, and the length fine has to drop back. Great over for Pakistan. 10 off it, 29 done. It's 164 for 1.
%100% grey coverage with no fear of hair damage. Permanent color with Italian formulation. So right swipe. Hello hair. Hair color. Colors to die for.
Yeah.
164 for 1. 67 Fakhr Zaman. And between him and Babar, they put together 87. Babar on 48. This is really good stability after losing Saim Ayub from Pakistan duo.
Required run rate just under 6. Pakistan don't have to take too many risks. Ball still gripping a little bit. Not much, but you get to really bowl slowly like LANKA is doing right now. Bowl very slow that last delivery, 83.9. And I'm sure Fakhr realized that I have to use my feet. And I will not be surprised if he comes down the pitch soon. Again, just staying in the crease, just nudging it around.
I think from Pakistan's point of view, fantastic opportunity. 125 of 124 balls, 9 wickets in hand. Both batsmen said should look to turn over a big score individually and collectively as a partnership.
You cannot really hold Fakhr Zaman for too long. God. What was that? Was that a cover drive? Good follow through. I like that. Could have golf going on, and that was just before the toss. I remember. That ball's on the green, I'm sure.
Oh, brilliant. Well, it's got to look good. Bakar. Babar on 48.
But some man who is trying to call you. Watch that swing. And look at him. Things. For someone who's just started golf, I must tell the viewers, he's just started for 2 years or maybe less than that.
Gone up and right to the pitch of the ball.
Everything. Babar on 49. Again hitting the fielder, but he's looking really good, Babar Azam. Some of the shots he played is reminded the old Babar when he first arrived on the scene. That cover drive, the world talk about that cover drive. Gets into position early, and look at that. It looks so elegant, so good when he especially play that cover drive and back foot punch. Those two shots, he owns those. Yeah, 50 for Babar. A very smooth knock. And look at the crowd. Don't they just love him? Wherever he goes, they follow him. And 50 comes at good rate. 139 games he has played so far. 19th 50 or 38-50, I beg your pardon. King Baba.
It is absolutely phenomenal the way the crowd react. A fan following of mammoth proportion does Babar Azam have, and so far he's entertained them. Listen to the sound of that. Into the stands here in Rawalpindi. Fakhar Zaman, well, he's on fire.
I thought this ball wasn't going to come down. 100 partnership, and that ball was middled so nicely. I'm sure he's enjoyed it. The crowd enjoyed it. And that went not only far, but it went high, 98 meters into the top tier. Remarkable. What a clean strike.
You wouldn't believe it. It's the first 6 that Fakhar Zaman has hit. You associate the ball flying off his bat on multiple occasions, but it's the first time it has travelled over the fence. This time might not be the same. Top edge. Oh, would you believe it? Sri Lanka have put down 3. Another sitter goes down.
Well, they're struggling to buy a catch also. This should have been taken. Yes, it went long way up. And when it goes up for a long period, it gives you more time to settle under it. And the fielder was never settled. Popped out again. Substitute fielder. Ratnayake was the fielder. Should have been gulped. Another life for Fakhar.
Wow. Moment of magic in amongst all the chaos. And Jannat Lianage has pulled out a blinder. Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, they dropped 3 catches, but this one was a stunner. This went very quickly to Lianage, who was at mid-wicket, short mid-wicket, very quickly gone down and just collected with both hands. Can this change the scenario of the game? Fakhar, a well-set Fakhar, gone for 78. 177 for 2.
second ODI.
Wear your attitude. Darren Sami by Asghar Ali.
मैं हमेशा रेकमेंड करता हूँ शैम्पू प्लस हेयर सीरम का ट्यूल एक्शन। न्यू सेट एंड टच केराटिन शैम्पू बालों के डैमेज सेल्स को रीजनरेट करें। सेट एंड टच केराटिन शैम्पू
100% grey coverage with no fear of hair damage. Permanent color with Italian formulation. So right swipe. Hello hair. Hair color. Colors to die for.
3-4s in his boundary. As you expect with Babar Azam, a lot in front of the wicket. Extremely strong square on the offside. Front foot and on the back foot. And it was involved with a big partnership with Fakhar Zaman. He's the last man to be dismissed, and out walks Mohammad Rizwan. Excellent average that of 40. Chamira, last ball of his over. More importantly, picking up the wicket and breaking the partnership. On 7-7 for 2. $77 for 1 and a massive partnership of 100 runs, 177 for 2. Saim Ayub and Fakhar Zaman, the 2 wickets to fall. Babar Azam in the middle now being joined by Mohammad Rizwan. Liange, who has just plucked one out of thin air to dismiss Fakhar Zaman, is now going to roll his arm over in a hope that maybe he can provide another breakthrough. What a catch, Vakar. Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, they dropped the easy ones, but this one was a tough one. Lianage was just placed at that mid-wicket region. He was hit hard, hit straight. I don't think he's going to harm Pakistan's approach, because these two are really very disciplined and they know what exactly needs to be done. But if Sri Lanka can pick up another wicket here, if they pick up Babar's wicket now, the new batters in the crease, that might make a difference. But till the time I feel Babar is out there, the Pakistani camp will be very, very comfortable and at ease.
Off late, the Pakistan openers have struggled. But today, that's what you want to see. One of the top 3 converting, especially if they get started into a big score. Just feel there was maybe an opportunity for Fakhar Zaman. Yes, he got run 78 of them. He was just looking to time the ball even better. That is his natural game. He likes to play his shots.
Did we see that? It wasn't from the middle of the bat, though, Fakhar's. He hit the one earlier, which went long way for 6. But this was sort of, he actually closed the face at the last second, tried to keep it down. But the fielder was standing pretty close, and the ball was sort of dying to him on his left. Beautifully taken. He'd be disappointed. He was eyeing for another 100 here. Taken. He'd be disappointed. He was eyeing for another 100 here.
Well, Liange was the guilty party to put him down on 28. Takes a spectacular catch, especially in terms of reaction time, because he was so close in. Rolls his finger over that one.
Onion की real power test करते हैं. Intense brushing. Hello Hair Onion Shampoo wins in style. Onion की real power. Hello Hair Onion Shampoo wins in style. Onion की real power.
Janet Alianage also just goes off the field. Janet Alianage also just goes off the field. And talking about Chamira and the lengths he's operated at today, yes, he's the quicker of the Sri Lankan seamers, but he's operated very short all day. Look at that, the grouping, 68% of his deliveries in that shorter length, which is more than the 8-meter mark. He's picked up a couple of wickets as well. One off a length, one very short bouncer length. The length hasn't worked because the line has been wayward.
He heavily relies on his height and the way he bangs the ball. He's not one of those bowlers who will try to get something off the seam rather than the swing. So that is why you will see him, most of his deliveries will be short of a length, and if the pitch is like this, it becomes very easy to face because it skids onto the bat, and you can really punch him because nothing gonna really happen off the surface. Another really good fielding. Got a hand on gonna really happen off the surface. Another really good fielding. Got a hand on.
Once again, fantastic. Kamindu Mendes very close. This time off the middle of the bat of Babar Azam. Both sides of the wicket, short cover and short mid-wicket. The surface is next to the playing strip. Ball comes very quickly off those. Pakistan in a very comfortable position. Not too much to worry about, as is it for Ficker Free. You can download the Ficker Free app and get the insurance you need on your fingertips. You're talking about the length that Chamira, in your opinion, should operate on, because obviously it's not the quickest surface. You want to be at that length hitting top of off.
It's not that easy to adjust while you're out there in the middle. Yeah, this one was a little bit better, a little bit fuller. But mainly he bowls that short of a length deliveries because he get extra kick, extra bounce. And that is why he was more successful in the previous game, because of the grass on the surface and the ball was deviating off the grass. And he's also took the new ball, and I think that also really made a difference, because once you have the older ball and the two openers are still out there and they put up a really good partnership, the runs came very quickly. It becomes hard then. Down the leg side, wide should be called.
A lot of bowlers have their stock delivery or their natural angles that they bowl at. Chamira obviously naturally looks to hit the deck hard, bowls at back of a length delivery. How difficult is it to adapt with and not go to your stock delivery. And obviously you have to adapt given different surfaces.
Not that easy. And I'm really surprised because, you know, he grew up in Sri Lanka where the pitches are not very conducive. When you talk of the bounce, they're really slow, very similar to where they're playing at. But today I've not seen him pitching the ball up. You know, almost 70% deliveries are short because the ball is skidding on. Oh, not the first time we're seeing this. Spread it down the leg side. Might be leg bias, but the runs have leaked. 190 for 2.
Just pushing the ball. Touch 2 straight, leg bias signaled by the umpire. Doesn't help Sri Lanka scores. Already 15 wides. 12 of them came in that initial 7-over spell between the seamers. Especially when the new ball was swinging. They'll feel they missed a chance in that early part of the game. 99 of 102. Pakistan sitting pretty at 190 for 2.
It's relatively a small target when you look at the bowling lineup, Sri Lanka's bowling lineup, and also the way pitch played. And especially in the evenings, it comes on to the bat better than the afternoon. I think 320, maybe 330 would have been a score which would have challenged Pakistan. It's not over yet. I'm not suggesting anything, but looking at what's happening out there with drop catches and all, you know, this score was never enough. And here in Rawalpindi, we've seen, you know, big scores being chased. T20 cricket, we see 220, 230, you know, has been chased down. 50-over cricket we're playing after a long time. It's been 5-6 years that we have played any one-day cricket here. Even in one day, 330 was chased down. Pakistan chased down against New Zealand.
It ranks amongst one of the fastest scoring venues across the cricketing venues. We make that point because Sri Lanka had the opportunity. Top 4 got starts well into this 20s, 30s, 40s. Nobody able to convert. Then a partnership in that middle order. When LANKA was going well, he got out. So they definitely had the opportunity. Pakistan struck well. Every time a partnership started to pick up momentum and building, they struck back. Like you say, Vakar, I completely agree. There were still runs in the surface.
And also, when you look at you know, threatens Pakistan's batting lineup. They're all hovering around 130, 135. Nobody has touched 140, maybe the odd delivery. But when you don't have all in all pace in the side also, that can also damage in effect. That's why Pakistan did well, because all the bowlers bowled quickly. Yes, you might have a bowler who might go a little expensive, like we saw Haris Rauf, a match winner in the previous game, but little expensive today. But then you will have Wasim Jr. and Naseem Shah, who can also bowl 140, 145 and can challenge the batters with the pace, which I think Sri Lanka lacks.
Yeah, all 3 of Pakistan seamers, like you say, Haris Rauf, Naseem Shah and Wasim Jr. well within the 140 range as an average speed. Moment Pramod operating at mid 120s, and with the ball not doing anything in the air or off the surface. Looks like a very mild bowling attack. The surface. Looks like a very mild bowling attack. Plenty to think about for the captain of Sri Lanka. He himself can bowl. Bowled 6 overs for 33. Hasaranga wicketless so far. Heavily rely on him, Sri Lanka, in terms of wickets through that middle phase out of the power play. On 94 for 2. Comparisons, the top 3 all Pakistani bowlers. Fastest delivery. Comparisons, the top 3 all Pakistani bowlers. Fastest delivery, 143, 144, 144. Pace comparisons, Sri Lanka, Asita Fernando and Chamira, 139.1 fastest. So no delivery from the Sri Lankan seamers into the 140 range. The average speed of Haris Rauf, 140. The average speed there, a massive point between the two sides. Now can he back? And I like this. He's got mid-off up in the ring. Asking Rizwan, well, if you've got it, go over that person. And follows it up. Tosses the delivery up as well.
They don't have much choice. They want Rizwan and Babar to take a bit of risk and to get their wicket. Hasaranga was their big weapon, but I think negated really well by Fakhr and Babar Azam. Didn't give him any wicket. Just nudged him around, didn't take any risk against him. So I think the planning by Pakistani batters were just spot on. Just don't give wicket to this man, Hasaranga, and the rest they can easily maneuver around and can take care of.
For Babar, mid-off goes back to long off. Port at the other end, and that's where I feel Sri Lanka just could not continually provide that support from the other end with the ball. For Hasaranga to be effective, for him to either set batters up or bowl that magic delivery, there were plenty of runs on very frequent occasions being leaked from the other side.
To Hasaranga to be more effective, they needed more runs. Because Pakistan don't have to take any risk against him, they can, play him easily. See that? Easy. Just playing it a little late and playing it for single. Don't have to hit him boundaries. But once you get 320, that means you have to really take Hasaranga on. And then things would have been a little different. But at this stage, Rizwan and Babar not taking any risk against him.
Watchfully played. End of 35. Pakistan 197 for 2.
Changing his bowlers around. Charita Salanka, massive issues when you go into a game with 4 frontliners and 2 of them decide to take it off, especially with the new ball. In conditions where dew become a factor, that new ball is so important. There are moments in a game, Amir, where you have to try and seal it or make an impression. Defending scores, especially here in Rawalpindi, you need those early wickets. But Sri Lanka went for 8 and 9 Where do you go from there?
Yeah, that's where the Pakistani team made the difference. Kept on picking up wickets at crucial junctures. After that good partnership, opening partnership between Nisanka and Mishara, the tone was set. Pakistan was desperate to pick up the wickets. It came through a run out, and from there on, that's in the air. A false shot. And then the Pakistani bowlers started to respond to the captain, picked up wickets and had the opposition under pressure all the way. And it didn't happen for Sri Lanka. The usage of the new ball was not appropriate. There was no control. Hence, a good opening partnership paved the way for Pakistan. Made it easier for the other batsmen to come and bat calmly, without any rush.
I just wonder whether Sri Lanka will have to look at their combination. 7 batters and 4 frontline bowlers. Oh, bottom edge, goes past leg stump. 200 for Pakistan's on the board.
First boundary after 5 overs. Rizwan wasn't in control. Thick inside edge. Could have gone anywhere. Yeah, you remember we were doing pre-show during the first ODI, and when I saw the combination formation of Sri Lankan team, I suggested they are one bowler short on a surface like this. You know, that's where they have to tweak their combination to be able to compete well.
And especially when you get caught in a situation like this, 2 of your main bowlers going off, teams attack your 5th bowler. When you have this type of balance, choose the call. He's placed it nicely. In fact, he's timed it so well. A breath of fresh air in Sri Lanka's batting has been Hasaranga's approach. In the past, very predictable, just always looking to hit extra cover. But in both games, his accumulation of runs, he scored quickly and batted brilliantly well. He could afford to move up to 7 if he can continue like that. That'll allow you to bring in that balance we're talking about, an attacking balance.
Yeah, the batting lineup of Sri Lanka have to realize who they are going to set up the game for. There are a couple of batsmen. They could actually do it nicely for them. Kusal Mendes is one, and you mentioned Hasaranga. He can be a great finisher, but they have to understand the capabilities of the other batsmen. And I was surprised this evening when I didn't see Chamira getting the new ball.
Just as in the first ODI, lots of starts for everyone. I'm a firm believer there's no point playing 8 batters or top batters or 7. Those 5, 6 top order batters have to take the responsibility and bat deep. Everyone else helps out.
And find a method in 50-over game how to go about the job. Don't have to go berserk. End of the 36th, 209 for 2.